Have you ever wondered how artists went from painting on cave walls to creating masterpieces on an iPad? Or how a digital artwork, something that exists only on a screen, could sell for millions of dollars? Hello everyone, I am Akansha. Welcome back to Flashback Friday, Season 2, presented by Art with Abir. Today, on Flashback Friday, we are tracing the fascinating evolution of digital art and the technology behind it. From prehistoric cave paintings to graphic tablets, NFTs, and AI generated art. Let's discover how the artist's canvas has transformed over thousands of years. Today, artists create their entire paintings on screens. Their brushes are digital, their colors are made of pixels instead of pigments. Some of these artworks are displayed in galleries, sold through auctions, and collected for millions of dollars. But none of this happened overnight. The story begins thousands of years ago, long before paper, canvas, or even brushes existed. The world's first artists painted on cave walls, using charcoal, crushed minerals, clay, and natural pigments mixed with animal fat or tree sap. They captured the world around them. Hunting scenes, animals, rituals, and symbols became humanity's earliest visual stories. And before brushes were invented, one of the artist's greatest tools was simply their own fingers. Art has always evolved with the tools available. As evolution grew, so did artist techniques. Artists moved from cave walls to paper, cloth, wood, and canvas. Handmade brushes replaced fingers. Natural pigments gave way to oil paints, watercolors, acrylics, and countless new materials. For thousands of years, one thing stayed the same. The canvas was always physical until computers arrived. And that's when one of the biggest revolutions in the art history quietly began. During the 1980s and 1990s, artists started experimenting with computers. Their first digital drawing tool wasn't a stylus, it was a mouse. Drawing with a mouse wasn't easy. There was no pressure sensitivity, no natural hand movement, and no way to recreate the feeling of sketching with a pencil. But computers introduced something artists had never experienced before: layers, unlimited colors, and perhaps the greatest gift of all, the undo button. Suddenly, mistakes didn't have to be permanent. Digital art had taken its first step. The next breakthrough made digital drawing feel much more natural. In the 1990s, companies like Wacom introduced graphic tablet. Instead of drawing with a mouse, artists could now use a pressure-sensitive stylus. Although these early tablets didn't have screens, they could detect pressure and tilt, allowing digital strokes to behave much like real pencils or paintbrushes. For illustrators, designers, and animators, this completely changed the creative process. Then came pen displays. Devices like the Wacom Cintiq allowed artists to draw directly on the screens. For the first time, digital art felt almost identical to drawing on paper, but with one major advantage: everything remained editable. No wasted paper, no drawing paint, no irreversible mistakes. And then came the device that put an entire art studio into a backpack. The launch of powerful tablets like the iPad Pro combined with the Apple Pencil transformed digital art yet again. Artists could sketch anywhere, on a train, in a cafe, or while traveling. That simply means creativity does not require a place and a perfect time. Apps like Procreate and Clip Studio Paint offered professional tools on a portable devices, making digital illustrations more accessible than ever before. Today, many artists like Beeple, Pack, and Graphic Anadol move seamlessly between tablets, pen displays, and desktop computers, creating flexible workflows that were unimaginable just a few decades ago. But digital art wasn't just changing how artists work, it was changing how the world valued art itself. In 2021, digital art made history. American artist Beeple sold his artwork, every day the first 5,000 days at Christie's auction house for an astonishing $69.3 million. It became the first purely digital artwork to achieve such a landmark sale and introduce millions of people to NFTs, short for non-fungible tokens. NFTs enable digital artworks to have verified ownership, making them collectible in ways previously impossible. And now we are witnessing the next chapter, artificial intelligence. Today, AI tools can generate detailed images from a simple text prompt within a second. Instead of replacing artists entirely, many creators are using AI and another creative tool to generate ideas, explore compositions, or speed up parts of their workflow. Just as the brush didn't replace creativity and the tablet didn't replace the artist, AI doesn't replace imagination. It simply changes the way artists create. If we look back, the story of art has never really been about technology. It's been about people finding better ways to express their ideas. This was Flashback Friday with Art with Abir. See you next week, where another artwork from the past might just explain the way you see your present.